Okay, everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I will provide you some analysis of Carlos Alcaraz forehand. I hope this will help you to improve your forehand. If you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Carlos' forehand is a hybrid of the new generation forehand and the modern ATP Tour forehand. He uses the semi-western grip. By the way, the semi-western grip is the most popular grip in the ATP Tour right now. And I strongly recommend you to use this grip because when you are using this semi-western grip, you can generate enough top spin also to hit the powerful ball. Let's talk about the power of his forehand first. Carlos is not necessarily the tallest tennis player out there. He's only 6 feet tall. So that means you don't need to be very tall to have a very powerful forehand. But his technique, raw strength, and timing all play a major role in making his forehand such a powerful weapon. He can strike the ball with unbelievable pace from literally anywhere in the court. Short balls, low balls, deep balls, or even heavy topspin balls can be dispatched by the Alcaraz forehand in one fell swoop. Even the legendary topspin of Rafa Nadal isn't enough to stop Carlos, as the 19 years old beat the King of Clay in Madrid in 2022. Alcaraz is able to produce so much power due to his near perfect ball mechanics, technique, and unit turn. He takes the racket back so far with his offhand, which ensures his shoulders, hips, and torso are fully turned to the back of the court before he strikes the ball. This ensures he gets the maximum uncoiling of his body just as he makes contact with the ball, giving him the maximum momentum and power in his forehand. Next, let's talk about the spin. So, another area of Alcaraz's forehand that is so impressive is his spin. The bubblet pure arrow he uses definitely plays its part in generating as much spin as possible. But Alcaraz's loose wrist, leg drive, and insanely fast racket head speed all combine to produce those RPMs. He drives up at the ball at a very steep angle, which makes his forehand incredibly heavy to face. The combination of power and spin help him push his opponents back behind the baseline, giving him a weaker short ball to step in and attack. Next is timing. One of the most underrated things about Alcaraz's forehand is his impeccable timing. The fact that he can strike the ball so cleanly with so much power so consistently is partly because his timing is so good. Not that many people factor timing into a great forehand, but it's an essential part of developing a great weapon that can redirect the pace and keep your opponent off balance. Alcaraz manages to prepare his racket very early, which gives him plenty of time to complete his backswing and get his entire body weight into his forehand. Last one is the technique. After this, I will give you more detailed analysis. So, the most fundamental factor that makes Alcaraz's forehand so fierce is his technique. He utilizes a high elbow and almost exaggerated unit turn to get his racket behind his body, giving himself so much space to complete a full backswing. He can then swing his racket underneath the height of the ball with such power, whipping up back of the ball to produce so much topspin at the pace. He keeps his wrist laid back right before contact to emphasize wrist lag, again adding to his power and spin potential. Now let's look into more details. From this picture, you can say Alcaraz leads his elbow back during the backswing and has his racket facing about 45 degrees up, which falls in between the ATP Tour style and the new generation style forehands. From the next picture, you will say his racket is almost horizontal. He gets to a point where his racket is almost parallel to the ground at an angle of about 20%, with the racket head pointing at the net. In the next picture, you will see at the end of his backswing, his arm is fully extended. This gives him space to swing at the ball with greater acceleration and power, a hallmark of the modern ATP style forehand. Alcaraz uses his wrist to add more topspin and power. You can see this picture. By slapping his wrist through upon contact with the ball, this will definitely give him a chance to provide more topspin on the ball. From the next picture, you will see Alcaraz finishes his swing around his shoulder like most of the players. However, he sometimes finishes with a whip over his head like Nadal. Okay, I hope you like my analysis on Alcaraz forehand. I hope this is useful. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. We will have more to talk about.